Some good news as Dangote Refinery commences the production of automotive gas oil. That's diesel. We know that is mostly used by the bigger companies, and a significant amount of that diesel is promised to be supplied in the domestic market, evacuating both by marine and road. The refinery issued tenders to sell 2 fuel cargoes for exports, the first from the newly commissioned refinery trade, according to sources in there. One of those sources, I guess, we'll have to talk to now is Tomiwa Ajewole. He joins us virtually from Victoria Island. Hi, Tomiwa. Good afternoon. Good to have you. This is great news.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you for having me. Very great news.
Yeah, so tell us what's the status, and we see here that domestic consumption is going to get a bulk of it.
Yeah, domestic consumption is going to get, right from when we're expecting the refinery to come into place, there were already commitments for domestic supply. We're going to see, we're already seeing marketers, have a lot of meetings with the refinery, and it's been promised that there's going to be ample supply, in the domestic domestically. But one thing that has been of concern is the pricing. And we've seen the price of diesel fuel, so far in January, is currently nearing about 1,400 naira per liter, and it's making concerns about how the increased supply is going to help to alleviate prices. But we have to look at the cost of production when we're going to talk about price dynamics. And when you look at the cost of production for diesel, the Brent crude, which is the raw material used in the refinery, whether it's imported or it is locally produced, is priced with global crude oil prices, which is dollar denominated. And so when the price increase and if the naira is depreciating, it's also going to increase the cost of production, which is going to reflect in price. So ultimately price determinants is going to hinge on what is happening in the global market, especially when we're looking at it in terms of exchange rate pass-through. And that's what's going to be the major determinant if we're going to see a decrease in the price.
So perhaps it's a time lag. With everything in the economy, you always have to factor in the time lag. Do we have an idea of how long we could expect that this supply that's coming from Dangote Refinery, will move into the market, into consumption, and affect prices? Because diesel prices more than 17% up.
Yeah, just as you say, there's also that time lag. Marketers already old stocks from which were purchased with higher prices, and of course they want to get rid of that old stock with the higher prices before we begin to see a decrease in price. But it's also important to note that as the prices begin, as supply increases, we're going to see a fall in price.
Yeah. Okay. So we also see a lot of Nigerians turn to alternatives, solar, and personal provision of power and all of that, renewable energy. Do we see that affecting demand maybe in due course, in medium or long term?
As in the global space, there's a shift towards renewable energy, and of course, as that continues, we're going to see a lesser demand for fossil fuel products such as diesel. But currently in this region and in Nigeria, the major determinants of what type of energy use is the cost and affordability. That's what matters. And for Nigerians right now, the purchasing power is still, for most Nigerians, they still have a lower purchasing power to be able to afford the initial cost of other alternative sources of energy like the solar and stuff like that. So what's going to happen is that there's still going to be there's still going to be a major demand for diesel and fossil fuel products in the short term, and the affordability is going to be important because you need people to be able to access to be able to afford this energy, because Nigeria is still and Africa is still a very energy deprived region. So there's still going to be a huge demand for fossil fuel in the near time for fossil fuel products.
Okay, well, that sounds comforting to companies in that business. Well, thank you so much this afternoon for joining us. Tomiwa Ajewole, analyst with Financial Derivatives Company.
Thank you.